Man, they're doing Kyrie dirty. It's pretty bad. I can't lie about that. But the situation here is it's not so much a question about what Kyrie did or didn't do, but why he's being treated this way. It was as if Kyrie was expected to capitulate to whatever the media dictated for him to do, as well as the higher ups in his organization, which in this case is the Brooklyn Nets. So here, to me, this is where the miscommunication is happening. Kyrie never stated that he was anti-Semitic. It was an assumption by the media based on his post of a documentary that he found called Hebrew to Negroes. Even right here, Kyrie states why he posted the documentary on his Instagram.
So I went on the Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what, let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh, that came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night.
So nothing wrong there. He just had some questions pertaining to his belief system. So he did a search. This particular document, pops up. He watches it. And then what a lot of young people tend to do, they post it on their social media platform. To me, it's all good. And he even clears up any type of misunderstanding when it comes to being anti-Semitic.
My response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races: white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people, but I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community. And what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
See, the thing with Kyrie is that he isn't going to go the way of least resistance. When his mind is made up on something, he's going to say what he's going to say. And I respect that. Even if I disagree where a person stands on a particular subject, I can respect their convictions, or their opinions on a particular thing. And at this moment, Kyrie was explaining himself the way he wants to be understood and viewed. Unlike some other athletes who would just bow at a beck and call. Case in point, LeBron James. When this situation first went down, the first thing I thought about was when LeBron got caught up. Quite a similar situation where he had posted on his Instagram page the quotes from a rap lyric, I believe it's by Meek Mill. We've been getting that Jewish money, everything is kosher. LeBron was then lambasted by the media who construed those lyrics as being offensive to Jewish people. Because as one Jewish reporter, Darren Rovell, wrote, it brings up an old stereotype surrounding Jewish people and materialism. So, although LeBron has been known to bask in the presence of various Jewish rabbis, he quickly issued an apology. Basically said, apologies for sure if I offended anyone. That's not why I chose to share that lyric. I always post lyrics. That's what I do. I ride in my car, I listen to great music, and that was a byproduct of it. So I actually thought it was a compliment. And honestly, it wasn't through the lens of a lot of people. My apologies. And this is what the media expected out of Kyrie when it's brought to his attention about the whole Hebrew to Negro documentary. But respect, Kyrie's like, you don't know me. You better ask somebody.
Kyrie, for the record, do you have any anti-Semitic beliefs?
Again, I'm going to repeat. I don't know how the label becomes justified because you guys ask me the same questions over and over again. But this is not going to turn into a spin around cycle of questions upon questions. I told you guys how I felt. I respect all walks of life and embrace all walks of life. That's where I sit.
I think what people want to hear, though, is just a yes or no on that question. Yes or no.
I cannot be anti-Semitic if I know where I come from.
So, there you go, Legacy Media. That was your apology. Basically, Kyrie is saying that he cannot and does not hate something he himself is being part of. Basically, he sees himself as a Semite as well. But of course, this is not what the media wants. This is not what they want to hear. So after days of being, castigated, criticized, maligned, by the liberal sports media, and even having the NBA commissioner request a meeting with Kyrie, his employers, the Brooklyn Nets, they basically had no recourse but to basically suspend him, because if they didn't, think about it, they also would be under the radar by the ADL and other, high influential entities. So back to the question I asked earlier, why Kyrie is being treated this way? I said one, it's because Kyrie has shown that he's an athlete that, goes against the grain. A bit of a contrarian, where he questions a lot of things to find the truth. He has exhibited this many times before, prior from the whole flat earth theory to wanting to protest the whole January 6th incident or riot. And then last year, where he opposed, to getting vaccinated, just to play in the home games due to a local mandate in the state of New York. I have to admit, Kyrie has demonstrated that he isn't afraid to go behind the curtain per se, to get the answers that he's looking for. And to me, I commend him for that, because that says to me that he's a truth seeker and that he's not just some NPC who cannot think objectively and just do whatever he's being told. He's a free thinker. And to me, the second reason is that all this is dovetailing off the whole Kanye West issue, where he recently made some anti-Semitic statements. With that being the leading issue in pop culture for like the past 2 to 3 weeks or so, there was very little wiggle room for anything that can be misinterpreted as anti-Semitic. They're very quick to suppress anything that can be taken as an offense to them. And I have to admit, I respect that too. I mean, it's to a point where they not only got an apology from Kyrie, but they also right now are urging and petitioning Amazon to drop that particular film from their platform. I mean, we'll see how that goes. It'll be very interesting to see how Amazon responds to this. It's like a big bang take little bang type situation. So I'll be watching closely on that. So tell me what you guys think. Should Kyrie have to apologize? Me personally, I have to admit I'm a bit conflicted on this one. It's like when you're in a relationship where as a man you say something either factual or inconsequential, and because your lady was offended by it, do you as a man have to apologize when that wasn't your intention on how she took it? I don't know. It all depends. I can see both sides of this particular topic. So hey, like me in the comments.